Morning, Michelle. Do you have a minute? I have a conflict situation I want to talk to you about.
Sure, sounds serious. What's up?
As you know, I have been the attorney of record for the Jane Myers file for about 4 years now. It's a guardianship case. Jane's got 2 daughters, Beth and Susan, both of whom wanted to be named as the guardian when the case started, but we managed to convince the court that a professional guardian would be more appropriate because of some sibling rivalry between the girls.
Sounds like a typical case. What's the problem?
Well, like I said, Susan and Beth just don't get along at all. And Beth, who lives in-state, is actually the healthcare surrogate for her mother. And Susan, who lives out of state, has challenged some of the decisions that Beth made, particularly her choice of nursing home as too expensive. Beth then retaliated by alleging that the choices made by the professional guardian, Willie Nelson, have been wrong, particularly in light of the stock market decline after the September 11th attacks. You've never seen siblings so at odds with each other, and Willa has really had to put up with a lot from this too.
I'm following you. How much money are we talking about?
Well, when the guardianship first opened, there was probably about $600,000, but that's down to about $150,000 now.
Money can cause some problems in families, but I don't see the problem.
Yeah, this doesn't sound familiar to you? I'm talking about Beth Yancey?
Beth Yancey, that called me about doing some planning for her daughter and doing Medicaid planning for her mother. Please tell me this is not the same Beth Yancey.
Yes, I'm afraid it is.
Okay. Beth contacted me about doing a trust for her minor daughter. Beth has ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. There is no cure, so she wanted to get her affairs in order. I did a conflict check, but nothing came up.
No, apparently Beth remarried in the last few years since we've opened the file, so I'm not sure that we have the right name listed in our system. But I think you can probably represent her with regard to the planning for her daughter. What I'm concerned about is this planning for her mother, the Medicaid planning.
Well, I told her generally I'd be able to do it, but I didn't give her any details.
Well, apparently Susan contacted Willa, who then contacted me. Susan and Beth have been talking about this Medicaid planning as a way essentially to preserve their $150,000 legacy, what's still there. And Willa called me because she's concerned that we've been talking directly to Beth about this instead of to her. Willa has some philosophical objections to this type of planning, although our jurisdiction would allow it, even for a guardian. Apparently, Beth is going to contact you this afternoon and hire you to do this Medicaid planning for her mother. Willa has asked me to draft an outline of her options regarding that Medicaid planning as well. I think we may have a conflicts problem here, but I'm not sure what to do about it. Do you think we should call the ethics hotline?